welcome back to the
Hello.
Chaotic Cuticle Club. This week, we are talking about flaky clients and the cost of that on us, how it's happened, why it happens, and all that jazz.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Because we have been experiencing this a lot.
yes, this is something that Susie in particular is having to deal with a lot at the moment. So we're going to talk about it so that A, we can vent a little bit, and B, we can try and figure out some solutions to it.
Is there a solution though?
Well,
That's the
we'll find
question.
out by the end of this chat.
It's so hard though, isn't it?
It is,
Like, is
yeah.
it just me, or like, if clients just gone completely off the rails and thought that all the appointments are flexible just now? Like,
Yeah. Things are being treated as optional.
yeah,
And we're gonna dig into it a little bit and see what happens.
yeah. Anyway, how has your week been?
My week's been okay. Yeah, it's been good. It's been hot.
Yeah,
It's too hot and it's due to get hotter and I'm over it.
you're
Absolutely
not a
over it.
summer
I'm not a
girly.
summer girl at all. I'm still wearing black. My allergies have gone mad. But business-wise, it's going okay. It's been a bit of a quieter week because I seem to have like 1 week now where I'm like crazy busy, followed by a couple where it's just like mid-range. So, but I've done some great art.
Yep, you have indeed.
I've had some very fun requests, so that's been great. The Alice in Wonderland set almost killed me off, but
Why?
my client was happy because I hated the practice that I did. So when I did the practice in the day before, I'd been at it about 7 hours and decided I'm starting over because I hated the Cheshire Cat and I hated Alice's face. But then when my client came in the next day, she wanted both of them. I was like, "Okay, okay, if you're sure."
But you're looking at it from an artistic perspective, whereas she's looking at it from a, "Oh my god, this is going on my nails" perspective.
Yeah, and I was happy with them overall. Alice's face needed some work, but I also just have to, like, tell myself that painting human faces is not easy, and it's gonna take some time to get it right, you know? It was alri there was just something about the eyes. The eyes weren't quite right, but people have never been my forte, because proportions and all that jazz, but you have to practice to get there, so
Yeah,
that's what we're doing, and as long as my client was happy, I'm happy. And we're doing SpongeBob next, so
that would be so good.
yay! Very excited about that. And I was more just really excited that the XL extensions survived because every
Yeah.
day since she left last time, I'm like, because I'd never like built nails that long before. So I was thinking, did I do it right? Are they gonna break? And they was fine. So
And they're
yeah,
so long as
it's been
well.
good so long. So like she loves long nails. I was like, are we taking the length down at all? Like, do you want to sort of take down what's grown? She's like, nope, just leave them. It's like, okay. Okay.
Okay,
Your wish is my command. But yeah, it's been good. It's been good.
excellent.
How about
No,
you?
I've had a piss like, I've not had a great week. I kind of went into hiding
Mhm.
from there's a fly going about, it's annoying me. Yeah, I went into hiding for the week, essentially. I just went, "Nope, I'm not talking to anyone. That's it." And I was busy, but, like, with clients and stuff, and
Mhm.
well, I was busy, but then I had cancellations and last-minute reschedules and stuff, and
Mhm.
it totally knocked my confidence, and just the art sets weren't, I don't know, they weren't my style that I would usually love.
Mhm.
Put it that
Mhm.
way. So yeah, it totally knocked me, and people just being flaky, and I'm like, great. So what was meant to be a really good week, and I was on track to make some money this month, and people being flaky has meant that I have lost quite a significant amount of money.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
yeah, it's not
Yeah.
great,
I
not
mean,
ideal.
I've loved every set that you've put out on your stories. Like every shut up. Simba, Lily, no. I've loved every set that you've done, but I totally understand the like not feeling things because they're not your vibe. Because I know I had that like a few weeks ago where I just felt I was shit at everything. But looking back, I do just kind of see that it was just that the nails that people wanted weren't what I
Yeah,
wanted to create, and therefore you're already a bit like, "I don't really like the design to begin with."
yeah,
I've started to
and
feel like that's how I feel about French as well, 'cause the set I did the other day, I was like, "Oh, like, maybe I can do this, they're not too bad." But I don't like, when I see French nails, I can see why they're a classic and they're very elegant, but I'm like, it's not my so even when I do a good French and I still don't like it because 'cause I'm just like, it's not me." So I do get that. Yeah, and
yeah,
it's hard when you're in that kind of rut of, like, you wanna be creative and you wanna, let
yeah,
your creative juices flow, but you're not getting the clients that want that.
there's been a lot of carbon copy, "I want this," and
Yeah.
then while doing them, people analyzing everything that I'm doing going, "Is that exactly the same as the picture?" I'm like, "Bro, it's in my policies that I'm not
Mhm.
doing a carbon copy. I will do a version of it, but it's not gonna be identical to it
Yeah.
because that's
I'm
quite
not.
clearly a content set that's been made for
Mhm.
taking a picture for Pinterest,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
I'm here
yeah.
as a working nail tech doing your nails just in the space of 2 hours." So,
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
like,
that's it,
yeah,
and, like, people's nails are different shapes, they're different lengths, it's not always gonna be like that. You just be like, "I'm not a printer, guys,
and people
okay?
yeah, and
I'm not a
people
printer.
that
I'm a creative nail tech."
yeah, people that and, like, people that do their nails at home and coming to a nail tech for one set who are like, "Should this be happening? This is burning. Is this on my skin?" And I'm like, "No, it's not on your skin. I'm checking it. It's quite clearly like there's no if I'm putting extensions on, I'm like there's no gel on your skin. That's just like the exothermic reaction of the gel
Mhm,
that I'm using
mhm.
because I've got a high powered lamp. Oh, it doesn't happen when I do it at home." I'm like,
It's either that you might have damaged your own nails doing them at home, or your lamp's not curing your gel up.
like it's not that it was sore or giving her any like major heat spikes. It's just that it was warm.
Yeah.
And she's like,
Yeah,
"Well,
yeah,
I never
yeah.
have any warmth at home." And I'm like, "Well, where did you get your lamp from?" She's like, "Oh, I got it from Amazon. It was £15."
Yeah, there's probably no exothermic reaction happening.
So I was just like, "Okay, like what?" Yeah, I don't know. Just so yeah, I'm not always great at this time of year. So I am very aware that I become a bit of a hermit and hide away from the world. So that is A-okay. But yesterday was good. I did 2 French sets actually on people, which isn't like I found out on the Sunday night, the first set,
Shocking.
2 new clients, both of them wanting French sets. And the first client that I was going to do, who was brand new, was and this is gonna send fear into the hearts of so many techs, it was a silver chrome French. Yeah. Yeah, that's it's quite
Dun,
like that
dun,
that
dun,
fear.
dun.
When I saw the inspo pic, I was like, "Fuck," like, instantly. But do you know what? They look so fucking good, and I'm
They did,
dead
they
chuffed with
did.
them. Like, both and it was a natural, like, a chunky French. It followed the natural, like, smile
Yeah.
line going round. I was like, yeah, okay, like that." So I like a natural smile line French. There you go. Okay, I can do that.
Woo!
And did them quite quickly as well. And got oh my God, Casey. Someone has given her buttons that she can
Someone
press.
discovered the sound effects.
Nobody should allow Casey to have. I don't have access to that. Just letting you know. So anyway, so yeah, I am tired. I am having a bit of a smackdown on the mental health. So if I am a bit like that is why, guys.
Well, we're here to try and talk that out a little bit and see. So, let's get into it, shall we?
Yes, yes. So, yeah. Is it just us? Like it mustn't be just it can't be just us. But like the clients changing things like saying, "Oh, I wrote the wrong date out." Like these are examples that I have had over the
Mhm.
past week, by the way. I wrote the wrong date out. I can't make that day. Bear in mind, these people get reminder
Mhm,
emails. They
mhm.
get a booking
Yeah, you've got
confirmation
your
with
booking
the date.
system. Mhm.
You've got a reminder email with the date. Like all of this stuff with the policies all added in. I slept in. Can I come an hour and a half later? No. Can I reschedule that? Like an hour before the appointment. Actually, I can't make that appointment either now that I've rescheduled. So, can you actually just wait until tonight and I'll let you know tonight if I can maybe make it? And this is for an appointment the next day. No, something's come up actually. I'm not going to be able to make it when it's sunny and hot outside. That's my front door. Excuse me. That's an order. I'm so sorry. Stop, Casey!
No one should let me loose with these buttons. Susie's got a parcel. Susie's got a parcel. Susie's got a parcel. Where's it
I
from,
got a
Susie?
parcel. It's from Korea, where oh my God, I booked, I'm going to Korea, guys.
So excited for you. Just a little bit jealous, but very excited for you.
Do you know, I ordered this and then went on and booked to go to Korea out of sheer rage and spite. But that's a whole other story that we don't need to be getting into. And I realized that I didn't need to order this because I could just got it there. But, whatever. Yeah. So, yeah, these are all excuses that I've had over the past like week. And I'm just like, do you know what? I'm kind of done with it. And for a lot of these people, I haven't, like, it's been, my booking policies have been like flouted and ignored and everything. So it's very frustrating, and I should have been stronger and been like, all right, because you've booked in, because you've cancelled or done this in X, Y, and Z time. But a lot of these people are regulars, and I didn't expect that from them. So there's been no deposit paid, things like that, and they just don't seem to give a shit,
Mhm,
which
mhm.
is tricky. They just don't seem to be bothered. Yeah, which is frustrating to say the least.
Very, very.
So, out of interest, between the two of us, how much money do you think we've lost this month from cancellation, reschedules, and stuff over the past sort of month?
So I haven't had any cancellations or reschedules, but I don't have a lot of clients. So
That's
my loss of money comes from not charging correct nail art
and why are you not doing that?
'cause I'm an idiot.
Not an idiot.
No, so I am putting together an email because I'm changing booking systems from the 1st of July. So I'm going to tie that into an email around like the need to be a bit tighter around it and really defining what's included. So I'm trying and I'm hoping I will be better next month, but ask me again in a
Yeah,
few weeks. Yeah, I did have one person like reschedule an appointment and she did lose her deposit. I was going to let it waive, but I didn't in the end and she ended up rebooking and just paid another deposit.
that's good.
Yeah, no, that's not where my loss of money has come from this month. But I think that's more just because I don't have as many clients as you.
I do have quite a lot of clients at the moment.
You do. That's good.
Though after
Well,
I
it's
forgot
not good.
I forgot that I'd ordered all this.
Do you want to open the parcel and then we'll carry
I'm
on
just
the
I'm opening
conversation?
it while we're talking.
Okay.
There's no
Okay.
option about this.
Okay.
I forgot I'd ordered it in simple packaging, so without all of, like, the regular packaging, because it's cheaper to ship apparently, even although it probably isn't. But you know, I know, but it's like I've got so many
That's strange.
boxes.
You do.
Yeah,
You're running out of
there's
space
no
for
need
everything.
for them. Like, there's genuinely no need for them. Zigzag gel. I got some zigzag gel cheap. What's that? Or a cuticle oil pen. Drawing art gel. Sorry, carry on. Yes. Why are you not charging properly? That's my question.
Because I'm a soft touch. This is not what this episode is about.
I know, but still. So do you think that clients have genuinely changed, or are we just noticing it more because we've got more clients?
I think you're noticing it more because you've got more clients, but I also think that, like, I just feel like people take the piss when you're too nice to them.
Yeah.
Rather
Yeah.
than, like, seeing it as, like, a really nice thing that you are that nice to them and that you are, flexible and stuff like that, rather than thinking, "Oh, that's really nice of her. I'm gonna be really respectful to her because she's really nice to me." They see it as, like, "Can do whatever I want."
Yeah. It's really frustrating.
I think, unfortunately, the nicer that you are, the more people take the mick. What's that face about? What you
It's
got?
the it's the Rosy Hip Nebula set.
Oh my god, I've been eyeing that up for so long. Sorry about my snotty nose as well, guys.
Yeah, allergies are not fun. Oh my god, it's really nice. Oh my god, you can see a dribble of it, like, pulling away as well. That's so funny. It's really nice, by the way,
You
okay?
need to swatch them and share them,
I
please.
don't really swatch and share to people because I've had
Well,
quite
just share it to me then.
yeah, it's just I've had quite mean comments from people before. Just
Why?
like, "Do they send me the cards?" Yeah. People being like, "Oh my god, have you got another set? Why are you buying more?" Like, people yeah, just I've had a couple of mean comments from people,
Well,
so
screw those people. They're just jealous because they can't afford it. Sorry, but they are all
2 more to go with the already.
just guys, if you don't use zombie top coat,
Yeah,
get on
that's
it.
my go-to. It is my absolute go-to. So, yeah, I tend to not really share when I've
Well,
got
once you've
new
swatched it, just
sets.
send me a video, please,
Yeah, well.
because I need to see them.
It is, yeah, it looks nice. It looks very nice. I need to double check that they have definitely sent me the cards that I can put on, swatch it onto, because otherwise I'll cry. Yeah, they have. Oh, thank goodness. Oh my God. I thought I was going to cry there and think that they hadn't sent it. But yeah, I also got the new Rabo gel. So, you know, the Rabo gel one that it's, you could chrome over.
Mhm.
They brought out a new one and it's like milky something. I can't remember what it is, but it's like pastel colors. So I got
Oh,
that as well.
gorgeous. Okay.
Yeah, so I really liked just it being non-white, but the new
Yeah.
Cleto ones are also non-white and you can just
Okay.
chrome straight on top of them, which is pretty good.
Awesome.
And do you think so? Yeah, while I just be noisy over here, it's maybe I don't know. Since like COVID and stuff, people have changed quite a lot with their entitlement. I felt like. But it's like, and I know that sounds really bad, but see, like during COVID, we were all so like thoughtful about other people and like careful about people. And since then, people have just like been like, well, no, it doesn't matter if I'm only going to focus on me and that's all that's important. And I'm just kind of
Oh,
like,
yeah, there is a lot more entitlement in the world in general, for sure.
and it just baffles me. I don't know. It's since Trump got elected, and I know I shouldn't be political, but it feels like a lot since
Just
Trump got
blame
elected. And
Trump for it.
but it seems to have empowered a lot of people to just be dicks. And I'm not saying that my clients are dicks because my clients are lovely. So
I mean, some of them are displaying dickish behaviour, though.
they are just being quite tricky at the
Right. If
moment.
anyone's watching this, please just be nicer to Susie if you're doing these things,
Yeah, because
or I'm coming
I'm
for
not,
you.
I'm not even gonna lie. It has actually like really, I've really struggled with like my mental health because of it
Mhm.
recently. Oh, I thought it was a cat eye. It's just sit-ups. Is it? I'm so confused right now. I thought it was cat eye, not just sit-ups. Oh, I'm kind of sad now. I'm not gonna lie.
I think gonna sound really mean here. I don't wanna be mean. I think and it's so easy for me to say this because but, like, I do get it's really hard. I think you've just got to, like, be forceful
I
and
know.
just don't take the shit.
I know.
Just be like, "No. No, I can't fit you in. No, you can't rebook if you haven't paid. And no, I don't want you as a client if you're gonna keep taking the piss."
It's like so things that I've heard repeatedly, like over the last week. So I slept in, so I'm not going to be able to make it. And like message in the morning, and I'm just like, that's really hard. And like I love this client. Like I love this client. Like she is my own daughter. Like honestly. But I'm still like, but that was an appointment that loads of people actually
Yeah.
wanted,
Mhm.
and now I can't fill it. And now
Yeah.
I'm not getting anything for that appointment because I
Yeah,
can't fill
it's
it.
not fair. At the end of the day, like, it's not your responsibility to, like,
Ow, ow.
take on other people's problems. Like, that's their problem. Like, you can't control that. But at the same time, you're the one that has to, like, deal with the consequence of it. And that's not fair. And anyone that truly respects you wouldn't then just let you lose that money because you are so booked up that you could like there was other people that would have taken that appointment.
Like I've got a waiting list for my appointments in June, or I had a waiting list. I mean, it's
Love
June's
that for
almost
you.
finished. Yeah, I know. It's just silly, isn't it? But I was just like, that's really hard. And then someone messaging being like, "Oh, actually, I've written down the wrong day. Are you?" And eventually was like, maybe it was my fault. I'm like, well, yes,
There's no
it
maybe about
was.
it. There's no maybe about it. Like, I think the biggest question is what what stops you? What is that barrier for you of, like, enforcing the policy?
Because it feels like I'm begging.
But you're not.
No, but people
You're
don't
like,
see
imagine if you went to a shop and you did, like, like, didn't pay properly, or, you know, you just I don't know. I'm trying to think of, like, a similar I don't know what's a similar situation, but, like, this is your business, this is your livelihood. What else have you got? Because you look excited. I saw your face, you're like, "Oh, all my problems have been forgotten."
it's an ice gel collection called Star Galaxy, but it's like quite pigmented colors, but also holographic at the same
Oh,
time. So, like, all the holographic ones we've got, like, you've got the
the sherbet
Sherbet
collection is my
collection,
favourite.
and I've got a Cloddy collection, but they're just not as pigmented as I
Yeah,
wanted.
I mean, the sherbet ones are still very muted pigment, but
Yeah,
all my cloudy ones that I've got, I don't really like them because they've got no colour to them.
yeah. The Cloddy ones that I've got, I spent a fortune on the whole set,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
and
same. No,
it just wasn't as
no,
it's not like there's no actual real pigment to
no.
it. There's no difference.
Mine all
So I
just look
think,
grey on my, like, swatch rings
yeah,
compared to the sherbet ones.
yeah. So I got these because there's a black one. Wait there. You can't see it because my light in the
Like,
camera and stuff is ass cheeks. But it's
mm,
black and it's holographic.
you're gonna
That's
need
all
to
that we
send
need
me
to
those
know.
ones too, please and thank you.
That's
Um,
right. But yeah, it's like blacky purple. Anyway, you're not here for a product review.
but we are.
Do you know what I keep thinking? Because I've got so many sets. Because basically, I'm a curator of cat eye stuff, essentially, like a little museum of them.
Yeah.
I keep thinking maybe I should just like do a little series of like, this is what this set looks like. This is what
Yes, you
this set
should,
looks
because it would
like.
be very helpful.
Yeah, but then I just think people just fucking don't want that.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Probably
I
not.
speak for all of us when I say yes, we do.
Right, I'm going to put all this away because no, I also got the water drop gel
Oh my God,
stuff.
I want that so bad.
I got the D gel one.
Yeah, I
Quite
keep
excited about
seeing
that.
there's a lot of brands that have brought that out in a minute, and I really
Hmm.
want it.
Quite excited about using that. What was this? What were we saying?
We were talking about why you're not enforcing your policies. We were.
No, we went on to something else. I don't know. It just feels like, I don't know. It feels icky. It feels like a solid judgment against me, if that makes sense. Like if I'm
It
having to
does.
ask for money, you're
People
asking
pleasing
for
as well.
money for nothing, essentially.
Yeah, but it's not nothing. It's your time that they've like just totally wasted. It's your business and
Oh
your
yeah. Well, I know all this, but it's that I just find that really, really hard, you know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I totally get it. Like I say, I'm the same with nail art. Like, people book in for
Yeah.
level 2, I they ask for level 3, they get it, and they pay for level 2. Like, I get it. I do.
You're over delivering and
I know that
undercharging.
it's easier said than done, but, like, people have agreed to those policies. It's not like they don't know what they are. Like, they're there
Yeah.
in black and white, and I just think, like,
In multiple places.
if you don't want to, like, I don't know, just get rid of them as clients then.
Oh, that feels
Yeah,
so.
but
Enough of, we're not here for therapy for me while I
no,
open
we
random
are. This
things.
this whole episode is to try and figure out the week that you've had and how we can
But
stop it from happening again.
I know, but what we have to think of, so like in the last sort of 10 days, I lost around just over £200 from cancellations, reschedules, and no shows. It was not no shows. There was always like a reason behind it.
Mhm,
I don't want to say excuse because people have reasons, and what one person counts as valid is maybe different for each person. But let's talk about what clients don't see, because
mhm.
a missed appointment isn't just like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't make it.
Mhm.
it's lost income, lost time,
Mhm.
a slot that could have quite easily been filled by somebody else if I'd been given like way more notice.
Mhm.
It's the admin back and forth with messages. It's
Yep.
getting that message in the morning or the night before and your heart sinking and just
Yeah.
being like, I can't, like, there's nothing I can do about this. And that impending kind of fuckness about it. It's the emotional energy of having to be like, all right, it's okay. Yeah, fine. And like, I always find myself going, no, no, it's okay. Just, it's
Mhm.
fine. Just leave it. And like whenever I have to do impose my policies on people, it feels awful. I hate
Mhm.
it. It's just terrible. But like if you'd made an appointment at say Selfridges to get your nails done or Harvey Nichols to get your nails done or a salon, like not a home based place, it feels like people would make an effort to make that appointment. And if work was like, oh, you have to stay late, they'd be like, oh no, I've got an appointment. I'm sorry, like this happened, but I'll make this time up another
Mhm.
time. Or I've made a mistake with the day. I can't make this date anymore. And they would expect to have to cover the cost and follow the
Mhm.
policies. But because it feels like a very like emotional connection you make with
Mhm.
somebody,
Mhm.
it doesn't feel like that's respected because they look at you more as a friend rather than this is your actual livelihood. You need this to put food
Yes.
on the table. You need this to pay your bills, to pay for your MOT, to do X, Y, and Z. So I don't understand why do people like if you don't go to the dentist nowadays, if you miss a dentist appointment because they're all private, you're charged for that.
Mhm. Mhm.
Like, so I don't understand what's so different about us other than we build real connections and
Mhm.
relationships with our clients.
Yeah, yeah, and I think that is exactly what it is. It's that, like, you're not seen as a business.
Yeah.
You're seen as because they're just coming around to your house and they're, like, spilling all the tea and they're, like, having a great time and you're really chatty and you're really nice, and then that kind of makes them think that they can take the piss,
Yeah. It's difficult.
and it's not fair because you are a business.
Yeah.
This is your full-time job. This is
Yeah.
your income. This is, and like you say, it's all of the hidden work behind it. It's the admin, it's the them back and forth because they want to reschedule or, things like that. And also it's the emotional side of it of, like you've said, like feeling, mean for enforcing your policies or, because like you said, like some people do have genuine excuses and things do go wrong and things happen, things come up. We've all missed appointments for genuine reasons. And it does feel mean to be like, oh well, regardless of that, I need your money. Like that girl whose car broke down on the way to my house. And
Mm-hmm.
like I didn't even want her to pay because I felt really bad. I was like, oh, she's probably gonna have to like pay money for her car and and I got
Yeah.
really lucky. She forced me into making
But
which
that's
is
someone who like
crazy.
respects you as a business owner.
But yeah, it did make me think, "Oh, bloody hell," like, there are some people out there that do kind of see it like that. But I think it just comes down to the fact that we are naturally people pleasers, and we find it very difficult to like, I do have some days where I'm like, maybe I'm not made to be a business owner, maybe I'm not firm enough, maybe I'm not strong enough, and it's the exact same reason why I stepped down from management roles, like, in previous jobs was because I didn't have it in me to constantly be having difficult conversations with people and pulling people up on things when they did things wrong. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
like that. It made me feel awful. So I do have days where I'm like, am I made to work for myself? Am I like firm enough for this? I'm getting I'm so sorry.
Night
That just
night.
came out of nowhere. So I get it. It's hard. But I also know that this is what I really want to do, and I've never been happier in a job. That's not to say I'm happy all the time, but if I compare it to like being in employment, I prefer it like a million times. So I
Yeah.
know I need to make it work, but what you know and what you can make yourself do are two very different things.
Mm.
Because I know
Just
that if the shoe was on the other foot, you would know exactly what to say to me and you would know exactly the advice that you would be giving,
oh yeah,
but it's so
100%.
hard to take it yourself.
Yeah. It's just
I'm
do you
so sorry,
know
I need to wipe my nose after that sneeze.
wipe away. It's It's so difficult because you like I don't think clients see, and it's not on them to have any concept of how we feel essentially. They're like they don't need to know how we feel about things. But like the negative impact on my mental health has been huge, and having
Mhm,
to deal with trying to support clients who have maybe like called me and wanted to offload to me when I'm not even in work and stuff like that, and then are like, it feels like kind of mucking me about and messing me about, and also while acknowledging that they're messing me about, but then still messing me about. And I'm like, that, like, I don't have the emotional capacity to deal with you right now with
mhm,
this. Just like, I don't know. There's been a lot of times I'm just like, well, I can't say anything because everyone will just hate me. And that's been my sort of reality this past sort of couple of weeks, is very much like, if I say anything or do anything, everyone's just going to hate me. And that's just the standard for everything. And it's not nice. And I'm stopping myself from doing things and going places because I'm just like, everyone hates me. It's fine. And like, and I
nobody
know that
hates
sounds really
you.
negative, guys. And I know
No,
that doesn't sound very nice,
it's
but
honest though.
yeah, I don't really share much about like my mental health or anything with people,
Mhm,
but I really struggle with it. Like
mhm,
hard core, and trying to be buoyant and friendly and engaged with people on a daily basis. Really, it's great and I love my job. I absolutely love my job. But when it then comes to having to deal with things like cancellations or people not turning up, and that change in the routine that I have already got written down, and
mhm,
I know who's coming and when they're coming and what they're having done, or roughly like what level they're having done. I don't know what people are getting done anymore. People just turn up and go, fucking paint this. And I go, shit. And that's fine. But the impact that that has on me with the changes and the alterations and backwards and forwards and my people pleasing, being like, I feel guilty at not being able to accommodate you trying to backwards and forwards me. You know what I
mhm,
mean? And like people messaging me at midnight wanting a reply, and I'm like, these are the things that I seriously, that's what sends me into a burnout. And that's what sends me into a, a state that I won't be the happy, friendly, like engaged person that you want sitting opposite you, because I am empty
mhm,
inside from it. And then it just sends me into a spiral. And that's not the person I want to be. I want to have fun. I want to chat. I want to paint pretty things. But when it feels like it's just like I'm being hyper scrutinized over everything, or I'm being watched over everything, and then I'm unsure of like the schedules because are, I'm worried that people are going to cancel or change things. That then just sends me into a
mhm,
total tailspin, and it's horrible, and it's horrible to admit that, and it's the side of autism that I
mhm,
don't let people see.
mhm,
I don't let them see me having meltdowns. I don't let them see me having horrible descents into the depths of hell in my brain, because people don't want to see that. They don't
mhm,
want to see that on the internet, and I'm embarrassed of being so vulnerable in this at the
mhm,
moment, and I feel really awkward, and I'm like, I can't even look at the camera because I just feel so like
mhm,
ugh about this. But by constantly feeling that guilt, it means that I'm waiving fees, that I'm always trying to accommodate people to stop the guilt, because as soon as the guilt starts, the shame cycle starts. And then as soon as the shame cycle starts, then I feel like everybody hates me constantly. And so I let things slide. So that's why I really struggle with withholding my policies about
mhm.
changes and alterations and reschedules, because, being perfectly honest, I don't want everyone to hate me, and then I'll lose my business, and then I'll fail and it'll be awful. And that's the
Yeah,
spiral that I get
yeah,
into.
yeah, that's it. It just spirals. Well, I don't think you should be embarrassed. I totally get the feeling of it, but I actually think it's really fucking brave to talk about it because I think other people will resonate with it. I think more people want to hear it than you think they do because I think there's a lot more people out there struggling than we think a lot of the time. Like, there's probably other people that will hear that and think, fucking hell, yeah, I've felt like that. I can resonate with that 100%. Um, and I get it, like, I feel like that I think the problem is what I've learned from life a lot of the time is that the nicer a person you are, the more you seem to attract people that just like to take and people that drain you because they're attracted to that. They know that, you're a nice person and they can take advantage of it a little bit. And it fucking sucks.
Yeah, just a bit.
And I wish I had a solution for you. I
Yeah,
wish I
I
could
know,
wave
it's
a
just
magic
my own
wand
brain,
for
isn't
you.
it?
But I also get that once you're in your head about things, it's really fucking hard to get out of it.
So basically, guys, this is actually not just about clients being flaky, it's about Susie being a flaky bitch. That's what this episode's
No,
about.
no. I think there's probably a lot of people that really struggle with boundaries, with keeping to them and, the guilt of it and that mental spiral is something I think a lot of people can relate to. And I
Yeah,
I think I think we think people don't because nobody wants to talk about it.
yeah,
But actually, the more people that talk about it, the more people realize that actually I'm not the only one that feels like this.
yeah.
This
And
is
I know there's people out there that talk about it quite
Mhm,
openly, and they are like, they're very vulnerable and they're very honest, and they really are. Like, they're going out there and, like, just being wholly themselves,
mhm,
and I absolutely applaud that. Like, people who can just be completely unfiltered and completely themselves is amazing. I struggle with that, and I'm having to, after my 46-ish, by the time this comes out, it'll be 47 years on the planet. It's quite tricky
mhm.
to relearn behavior
For
and
sure.
also set those boundaries. So, raising this up from being a heavy bit of trauma dumping from me, because still that makes me feel a little bit sick inside my soul. What boundaries do we wish we'd had earlier? Because this is a really good practical thing that
Mhm,
people like us can actually put in because they're just beginner. We're
mhm.
still just beginners, but unfortunately we're past the stage of being super beginner, if that
Yeah, we're
makes
kind of
sense.
like in the
So
middle, like
yeah,
we're still very early on, but we've improved enough to not be like like total beginners, I
yeah.
guess.
So
But I still
good
feel like a beginner
practical.
all the time.
Oh, I'm 100% a beginner. I'm always like learning every single day. Like before that
Yeah.
Chrome client for the tips came in yesterday, I was like, fuck, I actually want to test this on a couple of different things. I
Mhm,
tried 3 different black gels. I tried 2 different chromes and I tried 3 different top things to
mhm.
go on top underneath the top coat. Cause I was like, I just want to practice and
Yeah.
see exactly which one's going to work the best. And luckily I was like, that one doesn't work.
I don't
That one doesn't work. That
I think
does.
I'll, like, never stop feeling like a beginner really, because I feel like there's always something you haven't done before. There's always something that you
Yeah.
need to practice more. There's always gonna be something that you're learning in
If
this
I
job.
lose yeah, if we lose our curiosity for it, then I just don't think it's gonna be fun,
Yeah. Yeah,
because
yeah,
that's the point, is that
absolutely.
there's always something new and fun and exciting to learn and just trial different things, and,
Mm.
I just think that that's exciting. Yeah, that's what makes me excited.
Yeah, yeah.
So, the things that we wish we had imposed earlier.
Well, top one for me because it's the one I'm worst at would be charging properly for nail art and
Yeah,
enforcing that, like, when people show me a picture, being like, "Oh, just to let you know, that's gonna be the next
level
level," and
5,
that's
level
yeah.
47.
I can't even say it when a client's not here. I'm like, "Oh," it's like,
It's
"Okay, but that's
difficult.
not what we've got booked here." I just wish I'd been a bit firmer about what's included in each tier
Yeah.
for sure, because I do still have that thing where I'm like, "Oh, £20 extra is a lot to charge for that."
It is, but
But at the same
it's
time, if it's
time
taken me an
though.
hour, then I
Exactly.
shouldn't be charging £10 for it because that's not even minimum wage.
Exactly.
That and yeah, kind of like cancellation fees because that even though I'm saying I haven't lost money like this month because of it, that's not to say I never have. Like there have been times where I haven't enforced that policy and I have let things slide and I have let people rearrange appointments and not pay any, fees that were associated with that. So that's not to say I've never had it. Yeah. Things that I mean, there's one coming up this week where someone's bringing a child that I've agreed to. Um, a baby, not a child that can run riot. But yeah,
Oh, that's a hard pass.
that was again another kind of thing that technically I should have said no to. And it's always those appointments that you dread more because you're just like, I know I have to deal with something that I don't want to deal with. Like,
Yeah,
because I
like people
am
bringing
thinking like,
friends and stuff.
I had somebody bring a partner, which to be fair, that wasn't a boundary necessarily that I felt at the time. She's been a few times. I understood why. I didn't want her to walk in the rain. Like, I was happy to agree to it. The
Still,
consequence
the
for my
friend could
poor
sit in the
dog
car.
that was
Yeah.
very unsettled because of it. But, like, children, I'm just like, babies cry, like, is it gonna interrupt, like, the service time? And I do have another client, like, I have a very short window after her for my next client, so I physically don't have time for the appointment to take longer than it needs to
Mhm.
because it is like I've literally got half an hour between her appointment finishing and her one. And obviously, I have to clean my tools, I have to do all that jazz. So,
Mhm.
because I haven't enforced that boundary, it is meaning that the lead up to the appointment feels more stressful because I'm
Yeah.
worried about things because you can't, like, babies are unpredictable. And
Yeah,
that's
very
not their
much so.
fault. They're babies. You can't predict when they're going to get upset or they're going to get hungry or they're going to need, a nappy changed or you just don't know.
Yeah.
So, I think mm, like we put boundaries in place for a reason because we sit down when we decide to write them and we decide, right, what makes me feel uncomfortable? What do I not want to deal with? And then when you allow yourself to not stick to them, you then have to deal with the uncomfortableness of why you did it in the first place. And
Yeah.
it's hard. It's really hard.
It is.
But
It's
I
really
think as
hard.
well, I'm just like, in my head, I saw it as like, well, it's a client. I need clients. Like the set that she wanted is a set that I've done previously, but a set that I really liked and enjoyed. So I'm like, I was excited by the art. I just wanted a new client. So I'm like, so like you said earlier, like, oh, it's fine. It's fine. And then it's like, no, it's not because now it's like I can't enforce that boundary because like if she becomes a regular, how do I then say to her, oh well actually, no, you
Keep your
can't.
bairn at home.
Yeah.
I know. It's really difficult. That's the thing is that I have a client that comes along and I don't like the nail art that I'm given. I'm going to be really honest. It's fine. It's fine. It's not my style of nail art, but always I don't think she'll see that. Her mum always comes along with her and like sits or stands and it and like looks about and stuff and it just makes me feel
Mhm,
uncomfortable
mhm,
having an extra person because it feels like I'm on edge because this extra person's there. And it's a really hard boundary for me. I
mhm,
don't feel comfortable with extra people there. And I've recently had people just turn up with extra people. And because I am a knobhead, I can't just go, you got to leave. So I'm just like, yeah, it's fine. And technically, there's a chair behind that people can sit on and it's comfy and people fall asleep and stuff. And that's fine. But for me, it's my home. And it feels uncomfortable
yeah.
having an extra person in my home, and I don't like, I love having my clients in. Don't like an extra person that's just sitting bored for, like, 2 hours, like, looking about or, like, I don't
It
know,
just
there's
puts
just
extra pressure on, doesn't it? And you just feel
I can't do my
you can't,
best
yeah.
work when there's an extra person just, like, hovering about like a wet dog smell, do you know? It just it's not for me, it's not the vibe. So I really struggle with that and not being able to, like, not feeling comfortable enough to enforce that because it was never questioned. Like, it was just like, because normally if people are dropping off, like, an 18-year-old, you're just like, "Okay, well, they'll
Mhm,
come back for this person or
mhm,
get them to get a bus." No, in the come every time. And I can't have a decent conversation with the client because her mum's sitting there.
mhm, mhm.
Do you know? So I can't find out what she's been up to and what's going on with like parties and get all like the teenage gossip that I love because I'm still that age in my head. It's more like, there's just not any real conversation there because
Yeah.
of it,
Yeah, it
and
just
I
makes it
really
all a bit
struggled.
awkward.
So I ended up just going quite quiet throughout the whole appointment because I was
Mhm.
like, I can't keep trying to make conversation, being like, "Oh, have you been to any gigs? What have you been doing? How's that party? How was this?" Like, because I just get, "Yeah, fine." And I'm
Mhm.
like, "You're not giving me the information that I want. I want all the drama that happened at the parties. I want to know who's kicking off at who. Thank you very much. It's what I live for. Thank you." So it doesn't feel like I'm getting the best out of the client because I'm not, because she can't be as open as she maybe
Yeah. Uh-huh.
wants to be. Do you know? It's just, yeah, yeah, I'll get back to boundaries we wish we'd had earlier. You're about nail art charging, 100% sticking to that.
Mhm.
I would say deposits for everybody because I don't take deposits for everybody because if they're a
Mhm.
client that's been before and they're rebooking, I don't take a deposit.
Mhm.
And at that point, like I've lost out on so much money in this past 10 days because of that, essentially.
Do you feel like you could like I feel like what because I have a couple of clients. I mean, most of my clients do go and either book on the booking site, which makes you pay it, or
Mhm.
they will pay me the deposit while they're here. I do have a couple of people that I have booked in at their appointment and I've let the deposit slide because they are people that have been coming very regularly and haven't messed me about, touch wood, as of yet. So I have let it slide.
But those are the people that have messed me about
My
recently.
my thought process behind it is, and what whether I do it or not is another thing. If one of those messed me about, I would then say I have to take a deposit again. Do you feel
Yeah.
like you could implement that again from this point going forward?
I'm just wondering, if my booking system wasn't so clunky and not forward thinking instead of just focusing on AI constantly, then I think being able to carry over a deposit so they pay for the full appointment, but their deposit carries over from the last
Mhm,
time,
mhm,
that would be far superior. Like, or being able to add multiple things to the basket. So the end of their appointment plus their deposit for their next appointment into the basket
mhm,
and having it all as a winner. That would be so much easier.
mhm.
But unfortunately, my booking system, it's not hitting it at the moment. So I am in the process of changing booking systems. Maybe we should have just done this episode about booking systems instead of me having a full
No, I think
fucking
this is gonna be
meltdown.
helpful. Like, at the end of the day, we started this podcast to be open and honest about the ups and the downs of this journey, and that's what we're doing.
Sometimes it's just really hard to be open and honest about the
Oh,
downs, though, isn't it?
for sure, absolutely. But I think they're more important to share than the ups.
Yeah, I mean, I respect the shit out of people who are sharing their downs a lot. Like, absolutely.
Mhm.
Sorry, out of sheer anxiousness, I'm now picking my cuticles.
Don't do that. Stop it. Stop it.
What? No, I've got a thing. I've got a thing. I'm doing it properly. I promise. I've got a
Um,
thing. I don't know. It's
yeah.
just, I totally respect people that share all of like their struggles online, but I don't know. I don't know. It's just something that's quite hard for me. So
Absolutely.
I appreciate that I'm just
But I'm
talking to
very
you,
proud of you that you've been open about it.
but it feels like because I forget that anyone listens to this.
It's
So if
just
anyone,
me and
it's
you.
just you. I'm like, it's just you. It's not just you, but like it's, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
It feels like I'm just like rabbiting on to you instead of this isn't even like a proper podcast episode. Anyway, reality check. Some people genuinely have a major problem, like your lady with
Yeah, of course.
her broken car or sick
Things go
kids
wrong.
or they've ended up in hospital or caring responsibilities, things like that. These happen. We are like, I will always be compassionate as shit about that. I have one client who is a makeup artist who will book her in, but I also am aware that sometimes she can literally have a call on the day saying, "You got to be in Glen Eagles by 8 o'clock in the morning. You got to go now." And she'll be like, "Susie, I am so sorry."
Mhm.
I waive her fees completely because she is an amazing client. She can squeeze in at the smallest of like moments. If I'm like, "Girl, I've got a space opened up," she's like, "Sound, I will be there in 10 minutes." Like, we are both flexible together
Mhm.
and that is okay. And because I know the way her her work works because I've been on the other side of the photographer side of that.
Mhm.
So I know how her work works and she knows how mine works. I do not charge her any like cancellation late, anything like that, because unfortunately it's the nature of the beast being in like a creative industry like that. She'll make an appointment. She will always be there if she can and will let me know, even if it's 3 in the morning. She'll be like, Susie, I'm so sorry. And then like and she brings me like samples of stuff that she gets sent from
Mhm.
companies and yeah, so
Very
and
nice.
she is like she's the one person that I am more than happy because I understand and she is so grateful and so thankful that I am flexible enough to work with without costing her an absolute arm and a leg
Mhm.
for any kind of rescheduling fees or anything like that. And also I get things to work on her. When it doesn't work on her, I will fight tooth and nail until I get something to work on her because hell mend me if I'm not a stubborn bitch. And I've got Chrome to stay on her now. So like we're winning at life. But the issue
Oh, I
isn't
missed
that
my chance.
what?
I was gonna for the crime. Anyway.
But the issue isn't that emergencies like exist, I suppose. It's the issue is that self-employed people, especially like beauticians, hairdressers, nail techs, lash techs, we're expected to absorb the financial impact of
Mhm.
emergencies.
Mhm.
And I'm just not sure what the fair balance between being compassionate and protecting your business and where that line
Yeah.
is, because that's a difficult
I
one.
don't either. I know what a business coach would tell you.
That there
Um,
is no line, that just fucking charge
yeah,
them.
and
But
I think
I
from a
think that's
business
wrong.
perspective, that is the right answer. You're a business, you have to see yourself as a business, you have to, stick to them all the time.
But there's the human side of me
Of
that I can't
course,
like there's something like what if someone's granny's fallen down the stairs and broken a hip and
there's
on life
exceptions to
support and
every role.
stuff, you
Yeah,
know?
of course, you can't, I don't know if someone's just lost someone very close to them, you're
Yeah,
not gonna say, "By the way, can you transfer me £50 for that appointment, please?"
exactly.
That seems immoral to do that
Yeah.
to somebody. I think you do have to show compassion,
I do
but
like to think of rules being rules are suggestions.
you need to not show compassion to everybody.
Especially
Like, I
especially when
woke up
some
late
things are
doesn't
there.
really deserve compassion.
Yeah.
I wrote down the wrong day doesn't deserve compassion. That's a
The
them
annoying thing
problem.
is with that person is that I remember I don't always remember every single conversation in detail about clients, but I remember that conversation because I was working on my day off. And I remember saying, I don't actually have any other space for evenings. So I'm quite happy to work on the Tuesday, which is my day off, to come and do your child's nails for her prom. Like I'll do that because like I want her to have cool nails for her prom. And then made the booking and her email and stuff is on the booking. And I know that because she replied to my email the other day that was the reminder to say, well, it's Wednesday I'm coming. I was like, no, it's Tuesday. You would have had that on your confirmation email as well.
Mhm.
Like just and then saying, oh, well, maybe I made a mistake. Yes, yes.
Yes, you did.
You did. But I'm just wondering if actually that dance show hadn't been arranged in advance. And I don't know. I'm just like, you made that appointment like 6 weeks ago. So I don't know. And that's a level that I should have been able to go, oh, well, you're within the 48 hours. So it's only a 50% booking fee. Like it's only 50% of the
Mhm.
service. But again, people are booking without actually telling me what the service is going to be and just being like, well, it's the last appointment that you've got on the day. So just we'll decide on the day. So I'm like, that's not helpful. Yeah.
There's a lot of boundaries being crossed.
Yeah. But I have changed my pricing and been very clear with everyone that my pricing is going up in July. So I don't know if I'm going to lose a lot of clients for the sake
I
of
mean,
like,
hopefully
it's,
you lose all these twats that are taking the piss.
they're not twats.
No, they are.
They're
I
not.
know you're
Like,
just saying that because in case they see this, but I'm telling you, they are.
they're not.
Nice
They are,
people don't do this to other people.
but then I just don't think they even think about it. Like, it's not something that they think about. Do you know what I mean? Like, your client thought about it, but you've had other clients that just have never even considered it. Like, that there's a fee to pay.
No, but they know there's a fee to pay. They tick the box. They read the terms and conditions that was sent out in an email, and if they didn't, that's their fault.
I know. I know.
I think what you've got to just remind yourself is if nothing changes, you're going to hate your job and you're going to want to pack it all in. And do you really want clients to make you feel that way?
No, obviously not. Obviously not.
You need to find that
It's very
anger and
frustrating.
resentment, that spite, Susie, that doesn't care about being mean to people.
Oh, that's just about my ex, I'll be honest.
Because sometimes you got to be cruel to be kind. And I think this is one of those times where you just need to be like, right, like it's either buck up and enforce, be an enforcement officer, or like slowly just hate your job and want to give it up.
I know.
And you can't do that. That's not an option. That's literally not an option. I won't allow that to be an option because you're too bloody good at it and you are absolutely made for this.
Oh, like last week I was like, yeah, I'm like after like August, like when my last bookings are in, I'm just not doing it again.
That you are
That
though.
was,
I
I
will
was
come
like,
to
yeah, I'm just
Scotland
not doing
for
it.
you.
But you know, when you're just like, yeah, no, I'm not doing it anymore. Like, that's it. I'm
Oh
not having
yeah,
it.
yeah, I know that feeling. I know that feeling.
Yeah.
But
It's
like,
just, it's just a tricky one. It's a tricky one.
if anyone's watching this and you can help us, please. Please
Yeah.
help us.
Please help us because I
We're like
want
the
to
blind
join.
leading the blind with
I
trying to
know.
enforce policies.
Like, I'm desperate to join mentorship program, but I just don't have the funds coming in to join the mentorship program, which will help me get the funds coming in to be able to pay for a mentorship program.
I felt
So
that in my
it's,
soul.
yeah.
I felt that hard.
So I'm like, yes, I would love to, like, I'd love to join in with, I mean, Hannah Beth is like, I love her, but I know I've got a voicemail sitting about her mentorship program, but I was so embarrassed that I couldn't afford to join it this week, like in June, that I just haven't listened to the voice message because I was too embarrassed because I just felt like a failure.
Yeah, I felt like that when I had a voice message.
I like, and
This
I
whole podcast,
adore
all I've been
her.
thinking is we need to get her on the podcast.
We do, but
Pick
then
her
also I'm
brain for a bit.
embarrassed. I sorted out my drawers last night at
The
1
last
a.m.
when I hadn't replied to her first message because I was too embarrassed that I couldn't afford it, and then she sent me a message, and it took me like about 24 hours to listen to it, and it was the nicest message ever of just her being like, "Look, it doesn't matter. Just let me know if you can't," because obviously like then she would stop messaging me about it, and she was like, at the end of the day, if you can't do it, you can't do it. Like it's fine at the moment. Like it's not like she's gonna hold it against you. But I'd love to
It's
still
been
just
nearly
get her on and
like,
pick her brain.
yeah, I know. I do. I really want to get her on.
I know she's
She's
doing an
so
event this
nice.
year as well, which I really wanted to go to, but again, I can't afford it.
Is she? Where's she doing an event about?
I think it's in Manchester. I
Everything's
think
down
the early
there.
bird tickets when I looked to like £80.
Where is it? No, when is it? Sorry.
I think it's in September.
Oh, hell no. September's got enough going
October,
on.
something around there. October, 16th of October,
Mm.
10:30 to 2:30 at the Allen in Manchester. Business with brunch event.
Oh, it's for 4 hours. I am not
It's a
traveling.
business brunch with Hannah Beth, which I know would be so helpful, but yeah, it's a long way to go and I can't afford the ticket.
I'm not driving 10 hours on a round trip for a 4 hour fucking brunch. I would love it, but absolutely not. To me, like, see if she did that on Zoom where we all just brought our own brunch, like, I would just have copious amounts of coffee. Like, that would,
Mhm,
like, I would totally go to that, but I can't, like, the driving to, yeah.
mhm.
Right. We're gonna finish up now because I'm feeling really awkward now.
I'm
And
very proud of you.
I'm feeling awkward and uncomfortable. So if
Please come back
anyone,
next week, guys. Please leave some comments about how to help us, what
yeah,
advice you have, and we'll be back next week, I'm sure, with something We'll try and make it a cheerful one. We'll think of something
Yeah.
fun to do.
Yeah, Susie just won't be here there.
No, you
I'll be
bloody will.
cheerful as
You
fuck.
bloody will. What will I do without you?
Oh, you'll be funny and perky instead
I
of me
won't.
being
I won't. I was just
grumpy.
talking to myself. Absolutely not. Yep. Let us know in the comments if there's anything you'd like us to talk about, and we will see you again soon. Thank you for joining. Bye.